Steakholder Foods was founded in 2019 to address two global challenges: the environmental impact of industrialized farming and the need for sustainable nutrition. They create bioprinting machinery, software, and biomaterials that are used to produce lab grown 3D printed meat products. They intended to create and sell cultivated meat directly to consumers. However, they shifted towards business to business sales. So by focusing on research and development, they can now offer a line of plant and animal-based bio inks, seafood options, and industrialized 3D printers to their business-to-business clients. The traditional meat industry is a major contributor to climate change and is responsible for approximately 20% of greenhouse gas emissions throughout the world. Steakholder Foods addresses this challenge through its cultivated meat, but faces its own challenges like high production costs, regulatory issues, and consumer skepticism. Steakholder Foods develops and utilizes 3D bioprinting machinery and cell cultivation to create lab-grown meat. They rely heavily upon AI and automation to deliver quality. This technology gives them a competitive edge by reducing the environmental impact seen with traditional farming. The cultivated meat industry is a rapidly growing sector focused on creating sustainability-based innovation. The industry is characterized by high capital requirements and regulatory challenges. Key players are Upside Foods, Aleph Farms, and Mosa Meat. A major challenge is also consumer acceptance. A major opportunity for the company is achieving economies of scale. Scaling production will lower costs, making the product more affordable and making the company more competitive. Threats include new entrants from highly funded competitors in adjacent industries and rapid technological changes that can make it hard for the company to adapt. Steakholder Foods leads the industry with its patented print heads that allow for the creation of meat that mimics each tissue of the animal meat. In addition to this intellectual property, Steakholder Foods also leads in creating bio-ink material that has the same taste, texture, and look of real meat. High production costs and limitations on scalability are critical weaknesses that prevent the company from being competitive. Additionally, consumers are reluctant to adopt lab-grown food, which limits brand awareness, making it difficult to expand despite having a technologically superior product. Alternative meat industry players have used AI to create the same realistic, scalable plant-based alternatives. AI models can predict specific plant-based ingredients that can mimic animal taste and texture without using any of the animal cells or expensive bioprinting machinery. This technology poses a serious threat to Steakholder Foods by creating a faster and cheaper alternative and drawing investors and consumers away from cultivated meat. This rapidly growing technology puts pressure on Steakholder Foods to differentiate itself from these competitors. Because of this new AI technology, the company shifted its strategy to sell to producers instead of consumers, eliminating the need to compete directly with these cheaper products. They also developed easy-to-use proprietary software, reducing the skill needed to operate the machinery and making it more attractive to businesses. In summary, instead of focusing its technology on becoming a food brand, Steakholder Foods is differentiating itself from cheaper AI-generated plant-based companies by positioning itself as a premium next-gen solution for businesses looking to offer top-shelf, sustainable, and cruelty-free meat products. The company's strategy to market to producers was a smart choice. However, if they're going to gain a competitive edge, they need to focus on consumer adoption and educational campaigns that explain the product and reduce the skepticism about lab-grown food. This is essential in creating demand and scaling production to reduce the cost benefits needed. According to a Statista report, cultured meat will grow from 0 to 10% by 2030 as consumers are becoming more and more health, environmentally, and ethically conscious. Technological evolution of AI, robotics, and bioprinting, along with Moore's Law, will continue pushing costs down while performance increases. Steakholder Foods is already a leader in the industry, but adoption is still slow, making it easy for companies to become fast followers, especially since the technology is developing so quickly. Steakholder Foods has the unique opportunity to attract early adopters and build network effects that can lead to long-term competitive advantages. Stakeholder Foods will continue to provide business-to-business services through AI-powered automation and cloud systems. They will also continue bioengineering efforts to scale bioink production and lower costs. Printers, bioink materials, and software will be continuously modified to create new and exciting products while discarding any outdated products. I expect Stakeholder Foods to expand its product offerings by 2030 to include fish and chicken. I believe they will also have the ability to use 3D printing technology to combine proteins and vegetables to create complete meals. They could also provide customizable nutrient profiles for each meal to create a personalized meal for health and taste. I believe that this company has the ability to become a household item alongside ovens and coffee makers. In-home meat printing will allow users to produce customizable meats to fit any diet or health goals. Just build the meal in your cloud-based app and send it to your printer for a customized meal to meet any nutritional goals. Traditional meat alternatives are currently a market for vegans and vegetarians. However, in 2030, consumers will consist of families, athletes, and even pet owners looking to 3D print food for their pets. Stakeholder Foods could operate as a two-sided or a platform market, connecting companies producing meat and consumers who create meals at home. In 2030, all printers, including those in-home and industrial, will be linked via cloud computing, where data analytics will be captured in real time to assist in developing product textures, flavors, and nutrients per region and cultural preferences. This will make operations more efficient and adaptable.